Life is a journey of endless encounters and challenges, each one carrying the potential to shape who we are. It's easy to dismiss the obstacles and conflicts we face, or to overlook the small moments of joy and gratitude. But what if we could see every experience, whether joyful or painful, as an opportunity to grow? What if every person we met, every setback we endured, and every conflict we encountered were part of a greater design, serving as lessons to guide us toward a more meaningful and fulfilled life? Imagine a life where nothing feels wasted, where every moment matters. The ancient wisdom of Buddhism teaches us that life's purpose is not merely about seeking external achievements, but about finding peace, meaning, and growth in our inner world. Through principles like embracing gratitude, learning from every interaction, and making peace with pain, we discover the keys to unlocking an unshakable core of resilience and fulfillment. Nelson Mandela, during his 27 years in prison, found solace in the smallest of freedoms: a letter from a loved one, a glimpse of sunlight in his cell. Mahatma Gandhi, in the face of relentless criticism, chose silence, channeling his energy into his mission for justice. These great leaders remind us that our power lies not in controlling the world around us, but in how we respond to it. Their examples inspire us to look inward, to cultivate clarity of purpose and a mindset of gratitude, even amid life's storms. Today, we will explore how embracing these principles can transform our lives. Through the stories of history's most influential figures and practical insights for daily living, we'll uncover how to reframe challenges as opportunities, appreciate the abundance around us, and find purpose in the simplest acts. This is not just about learning lessons from the past. It's about creating a future where peace, strength, and resilience are always within reach. Are you ready to embark on this journey of discovery? Let's explore together how the timeless wisdom of these principles can help us lead lives of greater purpose, joy, and inner strength. 1. Forge a firm purpose. In life, purpose is the unseen thread that connects our actions, decisions, and aspirations. Without it, we drift aimlessly, overwhelmed by challenges and distractions. A firm purpose acts as a guiding light, much like the North Star, offering clarity and strength in times of uncertainty. While it doesn't eliminate obstacles, it reframes them as opportunities for growth and transformation. History provides us with compelling examples of the power of purpose. Emperor Ashoka, one of India's most renowned leaders, began his reign with a series of conquests that culminated in the Kalinga War. The aftermath of this war, marked by immense bloodshed and suffering, left Ashoka questioning the meaning of his actions. Stricken by guilt and the futility of his conquests, he turned to Buddhism, seeking a deeper purpose rooted in peace and compassion. This transformation didn't just alter the course of his life, it redefined his empire. Ashoka channeled his newfound purpose into spreading Dharma, or righteous living, fostering harmony and unity across his realm. His story demonstrates how a clear purpose can redirect even the most destructive paths toward meaningful change. In the modern world, where distractions are endless and societal pressures often dictate priorities, finding purpose can feel overwhelming. Yet, it's important to recognize that purpose doesn't always arrive as a dramatic epiphany. More often, it unfolds gradually through introspection and small, deliberate steps. For instance, Steve Jobs, the visionary behind Apple, found his purpose in creating technology that marries functionality with beauty. However, his journey wasn't linear. After being ousted from Apple, Jobs could have succumbed to bitterness or despair. Instead, he used that period to refine his vision, eventually returning to Apple and leading it to unprecedented success. His ability to realign with his purpose, even after significant setbacks, illustrates the resilience that a clear mission can foster. Purpose not only guides individuals but also empowers them to navigate challenges with determination. Consider Nelson Mandela, who endured 27 years of imprisonment under South Africa's apartheid regime. Despite the physical and emotional toll of his confinement, Mandela remained steadfast in his purpose, fighting for justice and equality. This unwavering focus enabled him to emerge from prison not as a man broken by his experiences, but as a symbol of reconciliation and unity. Mandela's purpose gave him the strength to forgive his oppressors and lead a divided nation toward healing. His life exemplifies how purpose can transform adversity into a source of strength and inspiration. On a smaller scale, purpose can emerge from everyday activities that bring joy or a sense of contribution. For some, this might mean volunteering, mentoring, or creating art. Purpose doesn't have to be grandiose to be meaningful. Oprah Winfrey, for example, often speaks about her purpose as empowering others through storytelling. From her early days as a talk show host to her current role as a global philanthropist, Winfrey's actions consistently reflect her commitment to uplifting others. Her journey underscores the idea that purpose isn't confined to a single domain, can evolve and expand as we grow. One way to cultivate purpose is by starting small. Identifying activities that resonate with your values can provide initial clarity. For instance, a person passionate about education might find purpose in tutoring underserved students. These small acts, when aligned with one's values, often reveal deeper motivations and aspirations. Over time, these actions can crystallize into a clear and compelling mission. Daily reflection is another powerful tool for staying connected to purpose. Spending a few minutes each evening asking, "Did my actions align with my values today?" fosters self-awareness and accountability. This practice helps identify areas where adjustments are needed, ensuring that daily decisions contribute to long-term goals. For leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, who dedicated his life to nonviolence and justice, such alignment was crucial. Gandhi's purpose guided his actions, from organizing peaceful protests to negotiating with colonial powers. His ability to remain true to his principles, even under immense pressure, demonstrates the clarity and resilience that purpose provides. Writing a personal mission statement is another effective strategy. A mission statement serves as a tangible reminder of what matters most. Keeping it visible on a desk, phone screen, or journal reinforces its importance and serves as a guiding compass during moments of doubt. For example, companies like Tesla have mission statements that reflect their core purpose, such as advancing sustainable energy. These declarations not only inspire employees but also shape organizational decisions, illustrating the unifying power of a clear mission. Purpose also transforms the way we perceive obstacles, challenges, instead of being seen as insurmountable barriers, become stepping stones toward growth. Elon Musk, known for his ambitious goals with Tesla and SpaceX, has faced numerous failures, from rocket explosions to financial crises. Yet, Musk's commitment to his purpose of advancing humanity's future has driven him to persevere. His resilience highlights how purpose can provide the motivation needed to overcome setbacks and innovate beyond conventional limits. At its core, purpose provides a sense of meaning that transcends individual achievements, connects us to something greater, whether that's serving a community, advancing knowledge, or creating art. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, wrote about the vital role of purpose in his book Man's Search for Meaning. Frankl observed that individuals who found meaning in their suffering, whether through faith, relationships, or a commitment to future goals, were more likely to survive the atrocities of concentration camps. His insights reveal that purpose is not just a guiding force in good times, but a lifeline in the face of unimaginable hardship. Living with purpose also cultivates a profound sense of fulfillment. It shifts focus from external validation to internal alignment. This distinction is crucial in today's culture, which often equates success with material wealth or social status. Purpose, however, is deeply personal and rooted in values. It encourages us to define success on our own terms, fostering a sense of authenticity and self-worth. Ultimately, purpose is both a compass and a source of resilience. It guides us through life's complexities, providing clarity and direction when the path seems uncertain. Whether inspired by historical figures like Ashoka and Mandela or modern leaders like Jobs and Musk, the power of purpose lies in its ability to transform challenges into opportunities and aspirations into achievements. By cultivating purpose, we create lives that are not only meaningful but also profoundly impactful. 2. View everyone as a teacher or test. Every interaction, no matter how challenging or pleasant, holds the potential to teach us something profound about ourselves. Even the most difficult relationships or moments of conflict can serve as valuable opportunities for self-reflection and personal growth. The people we encounter, whether they inspire us or provoke us, act as mirrors, revealing hidden truths and areas where we can improve. A story of a traveling monk illustrates this concept well. As he passed through a hostile village, the locals mocked and insulted him relentlessly. Despite their aggression, the monk remained calm and unbothered. Later, when asked by his disciples how he could endure such hostility without reacting, he replied, "These villagers taught me patience. Without them, how would I know its depth?" This perspective turns frustration into gratitude. The monk didn't see the villagers as adversaries but as teachers, each jeer and insult an opportunity to practice and deepen his patience. This mindset of learning from every interaction isn't limited to spiritual practices or ancient teachings. It applies equally to modern, everyday situations. For instance, consider a workplace scenario where a demanding coworker frequently criticizes your efforts or micromanages your tasks. The natural reaction might be irritation, frustration, or even resentment. However, reframing this experience allows for a different perspective. Instead of focusing on their behavior, ask yourself, what emotions does this person trigger in me? Perhaps their criticism stirs up feelings of inadequacy or insecurity. By reflecting on these emotional triggers, you gain insight into your vulnerabilities and areas for growth. In this way, the coworker, whether they realize it or not, becomes a teacher. The same principle can be seen in the lives of notable figures who thrived by learning from adversity and difficult relationships. Take Abraham Lincoln, for example. During his presidency, Lincoln surrounded himself with individuals who were not just allies but also rivals, people who often challenged his decisions and policies. His cabinet, famously called the Team of Rivals, included political opponents who disagreed with him on many issues. Rather than being threatened by their dissent, Lincoln saw their perspectives as opportunities to refine his thinking and make better decisions. His willingness to learn from those who challenged him not only strengthened his leadership but also helped guide the nation through one of its most tumultuous periods, the Civil War. This ability to view challenging people as teachers requires humility and emotional intelligence. It demands that we look beyond surface-level conflict to identify the underlying lessons. For instance, when someone's behavior provokes anger or irritation, it can be helpful to ask, what is this teaching me about myself? These moments often reveal unmet expectations, fears, or areas where we lack patience or compassion. By addressing these inner responses, we grow not just in our ability to handle future conflicts but also in our overall self-awareness. Nelson Mandela provides another powerful example of this principle. During his 27 years in prison under South Africa's apartheid regime, Mandela faced dehumanizing treatment from his captors. Yet, instead of allowing bitterness to consume him, Mandela chose to see his circumstances and even his jailers as opportunities to strengthen his resolve and deepen his empathy. This mindset ultimately shaped his leadership style, enabling him to lead South Africa toward reconciliation rather than revenge. Mandela's life demonstrates how even the harshest adversaries can serve as unintentional teachers, helping us cultivate patience, forgiveness, and a broader perspective. The idea of learning from every interaction isn't limited to conflicts or adversities. Positive relationships, too, offer valuable lessons. A supportive friend might teach us the importance of vulnerability, while an inspiring mentor might show us the value of perseverance. The key is to approach every relationship with curiosity and openness, recognizing that everyone we meet has something to offer, even if it's not immediately apparent. Reframing conflict as an opportunity for growth can also lead to deeper, more meaningful connections. When we approach disagreements with the mindset of learning rather than winning, we shift the focus from confrontation to collaboration. This doesn't mean avoiding difficult conversations or suppressing our feelings, but rather engaging with others in a way that prioritizes understanding over judgment. For example, if a family member constantly challenges your choices, instead of reacting defensively, consider what their concerns might reveal about their values or fears. This approach not only reduces tension but also fosters empathy and mutual respect. In the digital age, where interactions often happen through screens, this principle remains just as relevant. Social media, for instance, is rife with opportunities for conflict, heated debates, misunderstandings, and even outright hostility. While it's tempting to engage in these dramas, stepping back and asking, "What can I learn from this?" can transform the experience. Perhaps an online argument highlights the need for clearer communication, or reminds us of the importance of setting boundaries. Even in these seemingly impersonal interactions, there is potential for growth. The practice of viewing everyone as a teacher or test also fosters a sense of gratitude, even for difficult experiences. It reminds us that growth often comes from discomfort. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." This philosophy aligns with the idea that every interaction, no matter how challenging, serves a purpose in shaping who we are. By approaching life with this perspective, we not only enrich our relationships but also deepen our understanding of ourselves. One practical way to integrate this mindset into daily life is through reflective practices like journaling. At the end of each day, take a moment to write about an interaction that challenged you. What emotions did it evoke? What might this experience be teaching you? Over time, this habit cultivates a growth-oriented mindset, helping you approach future conflicts with greater curiosity and less defensiveness. Another strategy is to consciously reframe your thoughts during moments of tension. Instead of thinking, "Why is this person being so difficult?" try asking, "What can I learn from this interaction?" This subtle shift changes the narrative from one of frustration to empowerment, giving you control over how you respond. Ultimately, viewing everyone as a teacher or test is about adopting a mindset of continuous learning. It encourages us to embrace challenges, approach conflicts with curiosity, and find value in every relationship. Whether inspired by the patience of a traveling monk, the leadership of Abraham Lincoln, or the resilience of Nelson Mandela, this principle reminds us that life is a classroom, and everyone we meet has something to teach. 3. Make peace with pain. Pain is often seen as something to avoid, yet it holds the potential to be one of our greatest teachers. When we make peace with pain, it transforms from an enemy into a guide, fostering growth, resilience, and deeper self-awareness. This shift in perspective isn't easy, but it's profoundly rewarding. The image of the lotus flower beautifully illustrates this idea. The lotus blooms in muddy waters, thriving in conditions that seem hostile. Similarly, our struggles, whether emotional or physical, are often the fertile ground for our most meaningful transformations. Pain forces us to confront our vulnerabilities and uncover strengths we didn't know we possessed. It's not the absence of hardship that leads to growth, but our willingness to engage with it. and extract its lessons. Historical examples abound of individuals who turned pain into purpose. Nelson Mandela, for instance, endured 27 years of imprisonment under South Africa's apartheid regime. The physical and emotional toll could have left him embittered, but instead, he used his suffering as a platform for growth. Mandela emerged as a leader of reconciliation, emphasizing forgiveness and unity. His ability to transform pain into a tool for personal and societal change is a testament to the power of embracing hardship rather than resisting it. Similarly, Helen Keller, who was deaf and blind from a young age, faced immense challenges in connecting with the world around her. Despite these obstacles, she used her suffering as a springboard for self-discovery and advocacy, becoming a symbol of hope and determination. Keller's famous words, "Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of the overcoming of it," capture the essence of transforming pain into strength. In our modern lives, the instinct to avoid pain is strong, whether through distractions like social media or temporary fixes like medication. We often seek to suppress discomfort rather than confront it. However, avoiding pain prevents us from fully understanding its root causes and denies us the opportunity for growth. Acknowledging pain, instead of numbing it, is the first step toward making peace with it. For example, when dealing with the loss of a loved one, it's tempting to bury grief under busyness or avoidance, but allowing yourself to feel and process the pain paves the way for healing. Pain also has a way of clarifying what truly matters. Steve Jobs, while facing terminal illness, reflected on how the inevitability of death stripped away superficial concerns. In his Stanford commencement address, he urged, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." Jobs' confrontation with pain didn't diminish his resolve. It refined it, giving him clarity about his priorities and values. Making peace with pain doesn't mean glorifying suffering or denying its difficulties. It's about seeking the lessons hidden within hardship. Olympic athletes, for example, endure grueling training regimens and injuries, yet their pain often reveals areas for growth and improvement, both physically and mentally. This process shapes their discipline and resilience, ultimately propelling them toward extraordinary achievements. This mindset of embracing pain is also a pathway to greater empathy. Abraham Lincoln, who endured personal losses and the emotional strain of leading a divided nation during the Civil War, used his suffering to deepen his capacity for understanding. His ability to empathize with both Union and Confederate soldiers stemmed in part from his own experiences with grief. Lincoln's pain shaped him into a leader who valued humanity over division. Mindfulness can be a powerful tool in navigating pain. By staying present with our emotions rather than avoiding them, we create space to observe and understand them. This doesn't mean becoming consumed by suffering, but learning to sit with it without judgment. Studies have shown that mindfulness practices can reduce the perception of pain, fostering a sense of control and emotional balance. The impermanence of pain is another key insight. Like physical wounds that heal, emotional pain often fades with time, leaving behind wisdom and strength. The Japanese art of kintsugi, repairing broken pottery with gold, serves as a metaphor for this process. Our scars can become sources of beauty and resilience when we embrace them instead of hiding them. Pain also teaches us about our values and priorities. It often strips away the trivial, leaving behind what truly matters. For many, this realization comes during life's most challenging moments, such as illness, loss, or failure. These experiences can clarify our goals and motivate us to live more authentically. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, summarized this beautifully. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. His words capture the essence of making peace with pain. While we may not control what happens to us, we can choose how we respond. In that choice lies the opportunity to transform suffering into strength, despair into wisdom, and pain into peace. By embracing pain as a teacher, we gain not only resilience but also a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. Pain, when faced with courage and openness, becomes a pathway to growth, connection, and meaning. 4. Train yourself to be indifferent to drama. Drama is a pervasive element in life, fueled by attention and emotional engagement. It manifests in personal relationships, professional settings, and social interactions. Whether it's a heated argument at home, gossip in the workplace, or controversies on social media, drama thrives when people feed into it with reactions. Learning to be indifferent to drama is not about ignoring genuine concerns or being apathetic. Instead, it's about consciously choosing to disengage from unnecessary conflicts and negativity, preserving your peace and maintaining focus on what truly matters. Mahatma Gandhi's life provides a powerful example of this principle in action. During his leadership in India's independence movement, Gandhi was frequently criticized, misrepresented, and attacked both personally and ideologically. Yet, instead of retaliating or engaging in these distractions, he responded with silence and steadfast focus. His energy remained directed toward his mission of promoting nonviolence and justice. By refusing to entertain drama, Gandhi preserved his inner calm and clarity, enabling him to lead effectively despite the turmoil surrounding him. His indifference to trivial distractions wasn't weakness. It was a deliberate strategy to protect his peace and ensure his actions aligned with his greater purpose. In contemporary settings, drama often takes on more subtle forms but remains just as disruptive. Consider the workplace, where gossip, petty disputes, or power struggles can derail productivity and morale. Engaging in these dynamics can quickly consume energy and focus. For example, when a colleague stirs up conflict by criticizing others or spreading rumors, it's easy to get drawn in, either by defending yourself or participating in the negativity. However, choosing not to engage, politely withdrawing from the conversation, or redirecting it to constructive topics can diffuse the situation and protect your emotional well-being. By refusing to contribute to the cycle of drama, you not only maintain your peace but also set an example for others. Social media, too, is a hotbed for drama. Platforms thrive on heated debates, controversial posts, and divisive comments, all designed to provoke emotional reactions. Engaging in arguments online rarely leads to resolution. Instead, it often escalates tensions and leaves participants feeling drained. Figures like Barack Obama have spoken about the importance of rising above the noise in today's digital age. As a leader, Obama has consistently emphasized the value of focusing on meaningful actions rather than getting distracted by trivial controversies. His approach reflects a commitment to staying grounded in his principles, even when faced with relentless criticism or misinformation. Practicing mindfulness is a crucial step in cultivating indifference to drama. Mindfulness encourages us to observe our emotions without immediately reacting to them. For instance, if someone makes a hurtful comment, mindfulness allows you to pause, acknowledge the emotion it triggers, and choose a measured response rather than reacting impulsively. This practice not only helps in personal interactions but also builds emotional resilience over time. Leaders like Oprah Winfrey, known for her ability to maintain composure under pressure, often credit mindfulness and self-reflection as key to their success. By observing situations objectively, they navigate conflicts with grace and avoid being consumed by negativity. Another effective strategy is setting boundaries. Establishing clear limits on what you will and will not engage with is essential for maintaining peace. In personal relationships, this might mean refusing to participate in arguments that go in circles, or stepping away from discussions that become overly toxic. In professional environments, it could involve redirecting conversations toward solutions rather than dwelling on problems. Setting boundaries doesn't mean ignoring others' concerns. It means protecting your emotional energy so you can contribute constructively. The ability to detach from drama is also a hallmark of emotional intelligence. People like Nelson Mandela demonstrated this skill in their leadership. Mandela, during his 27 years of imprisonment, faced countless provocations from his captors, designed to break his spirit. Instead of retaliating or allowing anger to consume him, he chose to focus on his long-term vision of unity and reconciliation. His indifference to the immediate provocations didn't signify a lack of feeling, but rather a mastery over his emotions, ensuring that his actions were guided by purpose rather than reaction. Indifference to drama doesn't mean apathy. It's a deliberate choice to focus on what truly matters. This principle is particularly relevant in today's fast-paced world, where distractions abound. Engaging with every conflict or controversy can quickly lead to burnout, leaving little room for meaningful progress. By training yourself to identify and disengage from unnecessary drama, you can conserve your energy for priorities that align with your values. Ultimately, indifference to drama is a form of empowerment. It allows you to take control of your emotional landscape, refusing to let external conflicts dictate your inner peace. Whether through mindfulness, setting boundaries, or staying focused on your larger purpose, this practice fosters clarity, resilience, and tranquility in a world filled with noise. The ability to rise above drama is not just a skill but a superpower. 5. Embrace gratitude. Gratitude is a transformative mindset that shifts our focus from what we lack to the abundance already present in our lives. It encourages us to recognize and appreciate the small moments, the relationships, and the opportunities that bring meaning to our experiences. While it may seem simple, the practice of gratitude has profound effects on our emotional resilience, mental clarity, and overall well-being. Nelson Mandela's life offers a powerful example of the role gratitude can play even in the harshest circumstances. During his 27 years of imprisonment under South Africa's apartheid regime, Mandela endured immense physical and emotional suffering, yet he chose to find gratitude in small, seemingly mundane moments: the warmth of sunlight streaming into his cell, letters from loved ones, or even the inner strength he discovered through enduring hardship. These moments of gratitude became his lifeline, helping him maintain hope and preserve his dignity. Mandela's ability to embrace gratitude in such adverse conditions demonstrates how this mindset can sustain us. No matter the challenges we face, gratitude has a way of amplifying joy by helping us see the beauty in ordinary things. This principle resonates deeply in the modern world, where people are often consumed by a constant pursuit of more. More success, more possessions, more validation. This endless striving creates a mindset of scarcity, where satisfaction always seems just out of reach. Gratitude interrupts this cycle, shifting our attention to what we already have and nurturing a sense of contentment. Oprah Winfrey, a global icon, an advocate for personal growth, has spoken extensively about the power of gratitude. She attributes much of her success to keeping a gratitude journal, a practice she has maintained for decades. Writing down 3 things she's grateful for each day has helped her stay grounded, even during moments of intense pressure or public scrutiny. For Oprah, gratitude isn't just a tool for appreciating the good times. It's a way to find light in the darkest moments. A gratitude mindset also strengthens relationships. By expressing appreciation for the people in our lives, we deepen connections and create an atmosphere of mutual respect and kindness. Imagine the impact of simply thanking a coworker for their effort or acknowledging a friend's support during a difficult time. These small gestures of gratitude can ripple outward, fostering trust and collaboration. Research has shown that gratitude not only improves individual happiness, but also enhances social bonds, making it a cornerstone of healthy, fulfilling relationships. One of the most remarkable aspects of gratitude is its ability to build resilience. When we face hardships, focusing on what we still have rather than what we've lost can provide a sense of stability and hope. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, wrote about how finding meaning in suffering helped him, and others endure the atrocities of concentration camps. While gratitude may seem impossible in such dire conditions, Frankl observed that even small acts of kindness, like sharing a piece of bread, could inspire hope and sustain the human spirit. This perspective demonstrates that gratitude isn't about ignoring pain or difficulty, but about finding strength and meaning within them. Gratitude also fosters a sense of empowerment by reminding us of our agency. When we focus on what we're grateful for, we take control of our narrative, shifting from a victim mentality to one of appreciation and strength. This is particularly important in today's fast-paced, often overwhelming world. Social media, for instance, frequently promotes comparisons that lead to feelings of inadequacy or envy. Practicing gratitude counters this by redirecting our attention to our unique experiences and blessings, breaking the cycle of comparison and fostering a healthier self-image. Mindfulness is a key component of embracing gratitude. By staying present and fully experiencing each moment, we become more attuned to the beauty and abundance around us. For example, taking a walk in nature and consciously noticing the colors of the leaves, the sound of birds, or the feel of the breeze can evoke a profound sense of appreciation. These moments of mindfulness help us step away from the distractions of daily life and reconnect with a deeper sense of gratitude. Gratitude is especially powerful during tough times. When life feels overwhelming, it's natural to focus on what's going wrong. Yet, finding even small things to be thankful for can shift our mindset. During the Great Depression, Franklin D. Roosevelt famously reminded Americans to find gratitude for the resilience of their communities and the strength within themselves. His fireside chats provided hope and a sense of unity during one of the most challenging periods in U.S. history. Roosevelt's ability to instill gratitude in others exemplifies how this mindset can uplift not only individuals but entire societies. Practical steps can make gratitude an integral part of daily life. Keeping a gratitude journal is a simple but effective method. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to notice and appreciate positive aspects of your life. Even during challenging periods, expressing gratitude directly to others is another impactful practice. Whether through a heartfelt thank you note, a sincere compliment, or a simple acknowledgement, showing appreciation strengthens bonds and spreads positivity. Gratitude also connects us to a larger perspective. When we take time to recognize the support we've received from family, mentors, or even strangers, it fosters humility and a sense of interconnectedness. This awareness can inspire us to pay it forward, creating a cycle of generosity and kindness that benefits everyone involved. Ultimately, gratitude is a choice, a deliberate shift in focus that transforms how we experience the world. By embracing gratitude, we cultivate joy, resilience, and deeper connections, turning even the smallest moments into sources of profound meaning and fulfillment. As we reach the end of this exploration, we're reminded that the greatest transformations often come from within. The principles we've discussed, whether learning to view everyone as a teacher, finding gratitude in everyday moments, or making peace with pain, are not abstract ideas reserved for monks or philosophers. They are practical, actionable ways to bring clarity, resilience, and joy into our daily lives. Nelson Mandela didn't allow the walls of his prison to define him. Instead, he used his time to grow into a leader of unity and forgiveness. Mahatma Gandhi refused to let criticism distract him, channeling his silence into a strength that fueled an entire movement. Their lives show us that purpose, gratitude, and resilience are not just lofty ideals but the foundations of extraordinary achievements. Even in the smallest moments, we have the power to choose how we respond. When someone challenges us, we can see it as an opportunity to grow. When life's struggles feel overwhelming, we can pause, reflect, and find strength in the lessons they offer. And when we focus on the abundance we already have, we amplify our capacity for joy and connection. Take a moment now to reflect. What has today taught you about yourself? What small changes can you make to approach life with more purpose, gratitude, and peace? These are the questions that will guide you toward a life of deeper fulfillment. As we close, remember that you are not alone on this journey. Each of us faces challenges, but within each challenge lies the seed of growth. By embracing these timeless principles, you not only enrich your own life, but also create ripples of positivity that touch everyone around you. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and transformation. If these ideas resonate with you, I encourage you to take them forward, to reflect, and to share your thoughts. Together, we can create a world that is not only more mindful but also more compassionate, resilient, and connected. Until next time, remember, the strength to transform your life lies within you. All you have to do is begin.